Welcome back, everybody. Canbrawl 5, round 3. Today, now we've got Jund and Black-White Taxes.
We do. Marco Tessari, resident New South Wales Jund guy, in quotation marks, and Charlie Myers is our Auto Taxes player. So, don't know much about Charlie, but I'm very interested to see how this matchup's going to play out. I haven't really seen much of this Taxes deck, so...
No, same.
I did notice when we went through the deck list, it had Grief and Ephemerate, and I was having terrible flashbacks of Modern 2 years ago, so
Yes.
hopefully Charlie's going to do something either really obnoxious gross on turn 1, or it's just going to be standard grind you out with efficient black-white cards.
What's that white card that enters and destroys a land and they search?
That's
White
Knight
Fan?
Orchid.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. That one I'm sure will make an appearance here.
Oh, yeah. And I've seen Marco's Jund list. Marco is known converter of Grixis gamers into Jund gamers.
Yep.
He's going to be doing the new tech of Ice Till Explorer as a secondary, like, Ren and 6 land repeater engine. And it's going to be a Wasteland Strip Mine package, so...
Lovely.
We might see some very interesting games. We might see some games where one person doesn't get to play the game. And it's going to come from both sides, honestly. Yep. Both of them have the option to force that, so...
They deserve it, whatever happens to them. They've set themselves up for this.
Yeah, if you register Strip Mine and you lose your lands or you get grief scammed, that's on you. And if you register grief scam and you get Strip Mine, that's also on you. So we're looking over Marco's deck list here.
So the points they've got is Wasteland, Deathrite Shaman, Strip Mine, Ragavan, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and the only 2-point card is Ren and 6, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And then if we look at the Orzhov deck, there's no way knowing what points they play. Wasteland, Strip Mine, Caracas, Orcish
Bowmasters, Reanimate, DRS, and a One Ring.
Season's Dungeoneer. All right, game's going. So
alrighty. We're already on the board. Look at this.
All right, so we've got a Birds of Paradise. I'm not sure what's on the other side there. Is that a land?
I believe it's a Field of Ruin, and we've swamp cycled for a New Art Godless Shrine straight out of Edge of Eternities. Gorgeous, gorgeous. In fact, is this an 8-point list from?
It's looking like it
from Charlie.
There was a lot of points. We kept counting cards, as we were saying.
Yeah.
So.
It just never ended. So yeah, it looks like this might be an 8-point Auto Taxes list. And then here we go. What are we doing here? Oh, we have Reanimate Troll. Perfect. See?
Wonderful.
Both of these decks have the capability of being totally fair and just playing good, honest Magic, and both of them also have the ability to do random bullshit like this.
This is low-key the fair stuff.
Yeah, the 6/5 that can't be blocked by, like, 2 creatures alone is definitely fair.
Alrighty, Barragoth. We've seen so much of this card already, and we're going to see so much of it. Here it is.
There's the Wasteland Boom. And then, Fatal Push as well because of Revolt.
Amazing.
All right, Stone Age for you, Marco. How does it feel? Marco with the cheeky little smile there as he realizes, is this how it feels?
Is this what I've been doing to everyone?
This game is going to be very short work if he can't find an answer to this troll.
So he's still got land drops. That's good.
What does he have in his deck list that we can possibly look at answering this troll pretty cleanly and efficiently? So we've got Kicked Bloodchief's Thirst, which is a few turns away. We've got Molten Collapse. We have Dismember. And that's it. So we have 3 outs to this thing before it kills him.
Oh, or 3 creatures.
Oh, yeah. We could also have 3 creatures and a prayer, right?
Okay, so...
Emperor
of Bones, Scalding Time Pass, and then we've got...
And Emperor of Bones, it looks like declining to eat anything from the yard. Or was it played post-combat? Unsure.
Or was it missed?
True. Many possibilities. We're going to assume Marco's not made a mistake, but,
no.
You know, it is still kind of early in the day to give people the leeway on this kind of thing.
Warming up.
Yeah, sure.
It's a warm-up game. So there's that Phantom we were talking about in Charlie's hands.
Mm-hmm. So this one is white for a 2/2.
White Orchid Phantom, yes.
Yeah, we'll pull that up on the screen. Good one. Flying first strike 2/2. ETBs can destroy a non-basic land, and then that player gets to search their library for a basic land and put it into the battlefield tapped. So Marco playing around any more land shenanigans by leaving just up the fetch land and cracking it end of turn also gives him the option to surveil. And let's see if we can find... I'm assuming 90% of cards in his deck are going to go straight in the bin here. Yeah. Yeah. If it's not an answer for this troll, he doesn't want it.
Yeah, and that Once Upon a Time looks at 5 cards, but none of those cards.
None of those cards available would be able to deal with this troll.
Yeah. All right. Very quick game here.
Mm-hmm. Marco has technically 1 turn more to look for this. Being on 7, he's teetering on the edge though, realistically.
Yep. But like we could see a Misty Rainforest in his hand, so now his fetch lands will be turned off as well.
Yeah. We can always try and block with the Barragoyf if we can get all 3. Yep. Actually, no, we can't. Because you'll have to use the birds for mana to bring the Goyf. So this is just going to try and gain some life, it looks like.
Sure.
So yeah, there we go.
3, gaining 3, and then hoping to find a creature that helps here.
And oh, there's the Bloodchief's Thirst. That was one of the outs we could have had for this troll. So now we're down to 2. 2 options to try and find a way out of this.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
Yeah, that was a Metamorphosis Fanatic picked up, the new Black Miracle. It's not new anymore, I guess, but it's one of the core parts of this Jund deck is the ability to have that Worldly Tutor plus Metamorphosis Fanatic as a pseudo-reanimate target, but also it's just good to draw at any point in the game, really.
It's such a powerful interaction.
And here we go, Crunch. Okay, so we've got an answer for the cat, so it's not going to get more out of control.
Slowing this down.
But we are still already at the this is out of control portion of the game.
Yep.
There's the Phantom.
Destroy Raucous Theatre.
Now, Marco does have more basic lands in the deck. This is fine.
Thinning their deck out.
Thinning the deck
more
out,
likely
exactly.
to hit the removal spell.
In fact, what is the basic land count? Because we still have that Field and Ruin in play. So there is still a chance we could take him out. If it's 1 forest, 1 swamp, which it looks like it is, then we are...
Oh, there's snow covered, right?
Yeah. So this next one is straight up Strip Mine. This is going to hit the Boseiju potentially, or if Marco plays another land. And yeah, this is an incredible start from Charlie.
So there's literally just the 2 outs left, right? The Molten Collapse and the Dismember. And that Dismember is going to get turned off relatively soon.
In 1 combat step, yeah.
It's rough hitting that Metamorphosis Fanatic and putting it in your hand.
Yeah. The difference between 2 mana and 6 mana, I've heard, is a big number.
Yeah.
it's a mighty big number. And then even worse, we milled over the Tiger, which means this Misty Rainforest can't fetch a red source.
Amazing. It's all happening.
Yeah,
So if you tuned into round 1, Jim showed us a masterclass in luck.
And Marco's showing us the exact opposite of
that.
that.
Which is fantastic. You get to see it all today.
Okay, here's the Ice Tail Explorer.
All right, it's happening.
There we go. The red land's back.
We're so on.
We mill a card. We're going to play another land from the yard, potentially. Oh, no, we play the fetch land. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Cool. Charlie also right on top of it. Charlie has that demeanor that I know I'm about to win, so like, what do I lose to? And it's like, well, hang on. I didn't expect more lands to come my way. So Marco on 1. And then, what is that? Is that a Mother of Runes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the Secret Lair printings from the, I can't remember what it was from, but I swear it was like a Mother's Day or something like that.
That's cute. Shout out to all the mothers.
Yeah, we got Father's Day tomorrow. Today is Mother's Day for Charlie here. And yeah, this is just... We are on Molten Collapse or die, and we don't have a red source except for this Tiger. So we're going to have to play the Tiger from the yard.
Mill the Molten Collapse. Cry. That's the only out.
Yeah.
You could just hardcast Dismember. But that thing has flying, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're dead to the flyer too.
Does Ice Till have reach? I know that card has a million words on it. Let's pull it up on the screen and see.
Ice Till. It always trips me when they put the
No, it doesn't. Okay.
the keyword abilities underneath. They start just being like, do this and do that. Reach. Do this and do that. And
it's
like,
that sneaky reach.
Yeah.
Green is known for sneaky reach. Gets in there when you never expect it. But yeah, this card on screen is the big reason why Jund has had a resurgence. Ice Still Explorer combined with that Strip Mine Wasteland package has really given it the option to fight the unfair decks, which Jund typically struggled with, having no counter interaction. It really only had discard spells, and now it can attack your mana very aggressively.
They used Ren and 6 previously to do this.
Yeah.
Ren and 6 both cost multiple points, but it also doesn't dig towards it.
Exactly. Ice Still feeds itself.
Yeah, and it's landfall. It's not when you play a land. So if you play a fetch, you mill, and then you crack it, you mill, you're going to get to it very, very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Over the course of 2 or 3 turns, you're going to find your strip line or your wasteland.
Also, in a format where, you know, these 3-color decks are playing 8, 9 fetch lands,
Yep.
this card is going to get you 2 land drops every single turn while it stays in play. So it's ramping you, it's thinning your deck. It's just such a powerful card that they're happy to play these higher 4-drop cards. We're seeing Ice Steel Explorer, we're seeing Deadpool, we're seeing Shelly, we're seeing Pyrogoyf. And you're happy to get to these higher mana thresholds, whereas a deck like, as we saw in round 1, Grixis, does not want to do that. It wants to play low, lean to the ground.
Yeah, I was walking around the room earlier during round 2, and I watched JD play Ice Steel Explorer. And yeah, their opponent was on Grixis on 2 lands, and then within 2 turns, JD's on 6 lands, and their opponent's still on 2. And I'm like, the amount of advantage it generates, it dodges Lightning Bolt, it dodges so much stuff, and it provides so much value, and it's kind of hard to respond to as well. Like you're always going to get at least that one land, which is awesome.
So if you're playing this on turn 3 or 4, turn 3 off one of the Birds of Paradise or Hierarch effects that Jund plays, then you're always going to get an extra land drop off it, you know? And that's really a powerful part of this deck. Now, do we have anything from the Jund sideboard that we're really looking at? It's one of these matchups where they're kind of both mid-range decks with unfair plus, right? So there's not going to be too many haymakers you're expecting. We do see some pretty standouts, like we're looking at Massacre here, which is going to be great against most of the cards in Charlie's deck, outside of the 6/5 Troll we saw. We've got Toxic Deluge.
Well, that's 6 mana, so he doesn't have to worry about it for a while.
True,
right?
that's fine. That doesn't come down early.
Yeah.
We also have Veil of Summer, which, I mean, your opponent's playing Grief. I'd like to have Veil of Summer, especially if I'm on the play.
I don't hate Ashiok. I don't hate Unlicensed Thursia.
Yeah, I'm not hating either of these. It's just a matter of how many, cards do we need to get rid of from the main.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, most of the cards in the main deck are just going to be pretty serviceable, in quotation marks here. So I'm not sure how much Marco is going to have to trim. On Charlie's side, just going to have a look at...
I'm just wondering if Charlie has ways to recur the Wasteland Strip Mine, or are they just raw dogging them and just using them for tempo?
From what it looks like, is there a Samwise in this list?
Samwise, the Stout-Hearted?
Yes. So
there is one, yes.
Samwise the Stout-Hearted is the mono-white version of Sam.
Yep.
When it comes into play, it returns permanent, I believe.
That left the battlefield this
That
time.
left the battlefield. So that plus Caracas means you can technically do a little once a turn Ren and 6 Wasteland Strip Mine effect. So there is definitely that.
There's like Barragoyf, Animate Dead, Cling to Dust. There's a bunch of stuff, but we don't know what they're going to sideboard into. So what have we got here from Charlie's side? They've also got Ashiok, which might be good.
Got the Ashiok, which can slow down Ice Steel Explorers. You're not going to be able to actually utilize those fetch lands.
Yep.
I don't think... Rest in Peace actually is really good against the way Jund is currently set up.
Yep.
I think there's roughly like 8 or 9 cards in the main deck that become blank pieces of paper once Rest in Peace is in play.
Yep.
So I can definitely see that as an absolute haymaker that Charlie can bring in.
Yep.
But other than that, it's kind of just going to be good, clean, fair Magic with, a little bit of sauce on the side.
Alrighty, so we've got a Bloodstained Mire, pass. We've got a Catacombs, pass. Riveting Game.
So it looks like, from what I can see in Charlie's hand, it looks like Wasteland, Ketramos, Voice of Victory, the cards we got flicked then. And Marco has, is that a Morlock? Looks like Grist, Abrupt Decay, Fable of a Mirror Breaker.
What's that real fancy looking card?
Oh, that's the Grist. That's the silly art Grist. Big fan of that one. It's kind of like, do you remember Toy Story 1?
Yeah.
Where Sid had all those like freaky contraption toys, and there was the little baby head on spider legs.
Yes.
That's what this Grist art reminds me of.
Oh yeah, that's sick. Baller aesthetic. So we got a Surveil, keep on top, a Strip Mine,
Lord,
and a Wasteland. It's all happening.
And interestingly, we're gonna
not playing either of them.
Not play either.
So double white. We ain't double black.
Double black for the Douthie again.
Makes sense.
Attacking the graveyard. So Marco's gonna fetch and respond to this.
Yep. To keep that card in their graveyard.
Especially with Ice Steel, you want to at least have access to one... Ice Steel and Ren and 6. You want to have access to at least one land in your yard the turn they come down.
Just shuffling here.
So we know Charlie's hand has Ketramos as well, which means... Okay, never mind. This is going to go away.
So you draw a card every time.
Yeah, every time you kill a creature or, a land gets cracked, you're going to be drawing a card. We're not going to get to see that interaction at this point, unfortunately, but boom, Wasteland. And Voice of Victory to follow it up.
How does it feel, Marco, to get Wastelanded? Alrighty.
Oh no, he only has one land. Here's the Strip Mine.
Oof. Oh.
Yikes. Marco saying, yeah, you got it there. I thought that was a concession. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was like...
A 5-minute round?
Charlie speedrunning this event. He heard there wasn't a lunch break today, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to make a lunch break. Here come the guys.
And
Voice of Victory is swinging in again.
Samwise as well.
Yeah, there we go. And there's the Samwise we were talking about before. No permanents left the yard, but we're going to have Marco go to cleanup, and this feels...
Pretty GG's, right?
This feels over, yeah. This is probably the quickest round we're going to have all day, chat.
Well, it was fun hanging out with y'all.
Yeah. Glad we could join you again. This is one of those things where, you know, we're supposed to try and stay professional and say, there's outs Marco could have.
Yeah.
Like a Massacre, for example, doesn't even do enough here. So, we got our land. And Charlie's just wealth of options. We have a 1 ring in hand. We're losing our 4th land anyway. Don't even want to play it. Don't even want to play it. Now, are we gonna... What is this card?
Tax Collector.
Tax Collector.
Let's get that one up.
This is the Assassin's Creed taxing effects.
Everyone's favorite person. Let's go.
Death and taxes legitimately coming in clutch now.
All right.
So you get to choose one. I'm pretty sure we're not choosing Arrest, given the board state. But yeah, we're basically saying to Marco, like, even though you've got 1 land, you finally got a land in play. You can't cast a spell yet either. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We have a Swamp Cycle Troll.
Okay, we're back in it. We're so back.
We're so back. Here we go.
The haters said it couldn't be done. I believe in you, Marco.
Marco on 2 life, though, with all of spells costing 1 more this turn, is going to be...
I believe.
Difficult cleanup, to be sure.
Massacre's so back.
Actually, yeah, we could go Massacre into Fatal Push. Like, Massacre... Yeah, never mind. Marco's just backing it up. Wow. All right, so what is that? 6 minutes?
Yeah.
6-minute match. And Charlie, naturally ecstatic about this. Marco is... Sometimes you have these losses where it was so bad for you that you can't help but laugh. You can't
You
help
just have to drop, really. Yeah. That's all you can do.
Marco's got a long drive home. I think he's going to play as much Magic as he can. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a match.
That's something.
Oh, I really want to know Marco's thoughts on how it feels to get strip mined out of the game, because I know he's been doing it to the Bus Stop Boys the whole last 2 weeks while he gets ready for this event.
The Highlander format is so interesting. It's so deep. I was walking around and I'm like, oh, these decks are all so complicated. The cards just snowball so much now.
We're seeing a lot of board-based decks as well.
Yeah, there's so much to keep track of.
I was walking around, I saw a lot of Grixis, I saw a fair bit of Jund. I was surprised by how much red-green / Naya fair-looking decks I saw around the room as well.
Yep.
I saw 3 Tellurian Academy lists that all looked pretty nice. I saw the new Tessari in play. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a pretty diverse format. There are definitely some outliers where the cream is going to rise to the crop overall, but it's kind of a build your own adventure. There's a lot you can do. The point system is very flexible. Even decks that are same colors, same archetype can have multiple different ways that they're built, multiple different points listed, and
yeah, even the wrinkle of 8 points adds so much more to it.
You can happily sacrifice your mana base and be like, I need this extra card. I need to be able to do something else and see how it goes.
Yep.
We've actually been working on a Nadu list that splashes for Flash as well.
Yeah, right.
Because you can get the whole Nadu combo off a Protean Hulk dying.
Yep.
But then, Nadu is 2 points. Flash is 3 points. We're already at 5. So you don't have much more wiggle room from that. So you can happily go, my mana base is going to be atrocious. Let's get 3 more cards in here. Or you can just go, oh, you know what? I think these cards are powerful enough on their own that I'm happy to make the concession and only play a few busted things in the format.
There was the hybrid Reanimator Flash deck. I played that for a while.
How was that?
Yeah, it was sweet. Yeah, there's a lot going on though. There's so many different pieces, right? There's piece A, piece B, and piece C, and then you ponder and you're looking at them and you're like, all right, I'm going to try and go for combo A this time, and then you draw the second half of combo B.
And you're like, oh, well.
Okay, let's go for combo B, and then your opponent interacts and your graveyard's shut off, and you're like, okay, the first 2 options that I committed the whole game to doing are out. I should have just gone for C, but how could I possibly know? So it takes a big brain like Mr. Isaac Lee to make that happen.
Out.
Yeah.
Have you seen the card Torsten, the founder of Benalia?
No.
I had never seen this card before. We'll pull it up on screen. Actually, I don't even know if it comes up on this overlay, but Torsten is something I'd never seen before. And then when I saw people playing it in Flash lists, this card is crazy.
Yeah.
So it is a 7 mana 7/7.
Yep.
With when it ETBs, you reveal the top 7 cards of your library, and all creature and lands go into your graveyard. And when it dies, you make 7 1/1 citizen tokens. So you can flash this in and be like, I've got no combo, but I'm going to draw 7 cards and make 7 guys. That's pretty good. That's usually going to be enough to win a game anyway.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a big boy. It's a big boy. It's also, you can summon as Pact for it to put it into play. So I was genuinely shocked that this card existed, and I was like, it's one of these rare commander card finds that unfortunately Highlander players...
Not as rare anymore, to be honest.
Yeah,
not as rare anymore. It's like 5 every set, right?
Yeah. I mean, the commander one that had like all the goifs in it was just like, exactly. This is a deck.
Yeah. Yeah, when I wanted to get my goifs, I'm like, rather than just buy them all, I'll just go buy that commander precon and just get 3 of them together. Yeah.
I loved Goif Tribal now exists. Like, could never have pictured this in future sight times.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, even that last game, we had the ring bearer mechanic pop up. And
Yeah, true,
it wasn't even
actually.
relevant. It's just like the amount of stuff that you have to keep track of, the amount of little tokens you have to have. It just saps at your brain, to be honest. So.
Are you a person who brings every single token for your stuff? Or are you the person who goes, I've got like a piece of paper and a little cute little thing I have in my deck box, and I'm going to make it work?
I used to like to play with like weird things, like, say, mate's driver's licenses and stuff like that, right? But as there's been so many tokens,
it gets so hard to keep track of everything.
I let myself have one joke one, and that one stays, and then everything else has to be pretty clear, because it's just uncomfortable for everyone.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
It's just gotten way harder now, and it's not as entertaining as it once was to have.
This is my one token that I can make in my deck.
7 pictures of your cats, and you're like, one's a treasure token, and one's this and one's that, right? So,
I think my favorite thing I've seen, like, utilized as a Magic game piece was there was a player at GP Brisbane who was using his passport as his life pad.
Sick.
And then we found out he was from New Zealand. He flew here with that passport. And then when he tried to fly back, they were like, this is damaged. And he had, like, every round he'd done all the life totals and stuff. And he was like, yeah, I didn't think that through, eh?
It says here you lost 4 rounds in a row. We're not letting you back at our country, mate.
They're like, back to the drawing board.
That's awesome. That's such a flex. I just got a new passport, actually, and now I'm going to have to ruin it because you told me the story.
Just try not to use it for your life total pad. Surely you can find something else. Just like right up your arm or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've still got that photo just in my phone to be like, this was such a mistake that I get to see a person make, and I love it. Oh, we are getting savaged with the smell of pizza wafting in, and it is enticing. I can see our boss giving us I've got the greasy species.
Just chewing and looking at us, just staring at us.
All right, well, we're going to give the cue to wrap up. I'm so sorry that this was only a 5-minute match. You can blame Charlie's luck, you can blame Marco's luck, but you can't blame
Wasteland,
us.
to be honest. We can just get rid of that card.
Get in the public points Discord, say Strip Mine needs to go back to 2 points, keep complaining.
Yeah, I actually think that's a great thing before we head on. Join the 7-Point Highlander Discord, and just whatever opinions, ideas pop into your head, just post them. Post them.
No matter how wrong they are, just throw them in anyway.
Double down as well. I think that's the best part of this.
Have your opinions, stand by them.
Yeah.
That's the best way to be doing this.
Well, yeah, thank you very much. I've been Sahar, Stillen. We'll see you in round 5.
Too easy. Have fun.